Hello everybody, I am Spegtacular. How are you? I have this little box right here of silver that I bought today. It cost me about $655 and it came out to be about $28 and whatever, I think it's 58 cents an ounce pretty much. Almost 23 ounces of silver only today is what I got. The box is nothing special. It's just, hey, do you want the box to take them in or take them out in? And I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. So let me go ahead and open this up and show you exactly what I got silver-wise. I thought it was a pretty good buy. I think you're going to be interested in some of these pieces. All right, so the box is all taped up. The shop owner said, hey, you want me to tape up the box for you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I took all the tape with it, why not? And he actually put the little wrapping in there too to kind of keep the silver from moving around, so I do appreciate that. Let me get my gloves on because these are a little bit more premium, I would say, these pieces right here. Now, tell me what you think when you see some of these. I was very happy about this. So, little background, what I did is I went into this coin shop and they had some, coins here and there, and I wasn't interested in what they had, but I noticed in kind of like the back room on like a little table, like he was working on this stuff, trying to see what it's all worth. Hear that thunder? Oh my goodness, it's gonna rain. But anyways, he was, working on pricing out this silver, and I said, hey, how about the stuff on your table? What do you guys sell that for? And he goes, oh, well, this stuff is a little bit more premium, so it's got to be $3 over spot. Spot was around $25.58 an ounce, right? So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's. I could see what the pieces were. I was like, I'm a buyer at that. I'll take care of that silver for you. Don't even worry about it. I pretty much took everything he had. I was able to hand select, the pieces I wanted and didn't want, and it was a lot more pieces that I wanted than didn't want that was in that pile. But I believe it to be almost 23 ounces. So let's go through it now and see what I got. This right here comes from the Intaglio mint, or Intaglio, depending on, the tomato thing. I think it actually is pronounced Intaglio. So that's, let's see, these are 2 troy ounces. Nice thick piece right here, right? And look at this side right here. All hail the silver bug. In silver we trust, and we are all silver bugs, are we not? If we were watching this channel and we're into this video at all, I think we're a little bit of silver bugs. Some of us are gold bugs too, but we got a little silver in our veins. That's a very, very pretty round, very thick. I like that, and cool to find that. When prices come up, and they have come up on silver quite a bit, in 2020, 2021, they're kind of, they're staying kind of steady, coming down a little bit here and there. But we see some really cool things pop out when those prices come up. So I like that. As a collector, I'm in love. And look at this. This is from the Elemental Mint. This is the Captain right here. And this is from the Privateer series. This is, one of the early videos in my video career on YouTube here. I actually talk about this series and how I thought that this was just the coolest silver rounds to collect. The Storm, remember that? The first in the series, the Storm? Oh, it's a beautiful. If you don't have this series right here and you're into bullion at all, man, you got to grab it. They're kind of expensive now, but I think you're doing yourself a favor if you grab it. It has a little red spot right there. I think that would come out if I would play with it right there, but I'm not going to. Looks like it's not that big of a deal. Whatever it is, it would come right off. But yeah, real nice. After the video too, I want to test all these on the Sigma because I'm buying them from a place that I'm not that familiar with. I want to do my own testing, and believe if I get something fake, I'm going to march right down there tomorrow and be like, hey, what's the deal with this? I think this is also from the Elemental Mint. Correct me if I'm wrong. American Landmarks, I believe they also do these. So this is a nice. Look how thick, first of all. And it has that indentation that comes, and then like it's so nice. It's got like a mirror finish there too. Little toning to it. Love that. No big deal. Got a pretty side right here with Liberty. She looks strong, doesn't she? It's a strong lady. Let's hope she stays strong because we need her. Liberty Island. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful looking around. Never had this before. I have another Captain. I have just one left. Never actually had an Intaglio mint piece. Never bothered getting one, but now they're in my collection, so this is cool. Let's see. Let's move this box a little bit more. Let's keep going through this stuff. What is this? Let's see. NKY, gold and silver exchange. Sold, says that little donut looking dude. This is pretty cool. 2020. Oh, this is a brand new piece, huh? St. Louis Mint. I've never seen this piece before. Have you all seen one of these? Very nice, isn't it? Very nice. So, not sure what that guy's all about right there. Huh. Tell me about this round. If you know what's going on here, tell me what this is all about. I'd like to say it's something to do with the prices of silver and gold, maybe the stock market, but I don't know. I don't know. It's fancy though. It's a nice looking piece in 2 ounces, so it's nice and thick. I like it. I'm cool with that. Look at these right here. Nice Scottsdale piece. So this actually confused the shop owner a little bit because they were 100 grams. So I guess to try to figure out the price, and this is where you should be careful too with some of these shops. They tried to figure out how many ounces was in 100 grams, and I don't know how it happened, but they went to JM Bullion's website, and they even showed me the page on JM Bullion where JM Bullion talks about 100 grams being approximately 3.5 ounces, right? So the guy, I actually have 2 of them. I'm going to bring them both out right here. So the guy actually says, well, if you have both of these, he goes, that's 7 ounces. So I'm looking at the guy thinking like, well, no, it's not 7 ounces. And it's like 3.2 is what it comes out to be. And I actually showed him on my phone, you do a little quick grams to troy ounce conversion, and it actually shows you it's like 3.215 or 13, something like that. But it's less than, that way it's less than 7 ounces total. I would have gotten ripped off by a little bit. And, I'm not trying to lose money on these deals. So I had to correct the shop owner a little bit. So make sure you know what you're doing a little bit, do your homework, and know how to look that stuff up, man. Bring your smartphone in with you for sure, because sometimes they try to give you some prices that are out of this world, or they try to give you that story of, hey, this is like the cheapest prices you're going to find. Okay, well, if you have your smartphone with you, you can quickly look up a price that, on the internet and kind of compare. And listen, if it's close, if it's like a couple dollars over, give it to the shop. These local places need your business for sure. But if they're really trying to rob you by like 20 bucks or something, be like, hey, listen, I get it cheaper right here, and all I got to do is press this button to order it. You want my money because I'm willing to give it to you, but you're not going to take all my money. These are very nice though. These are Scottsdale stackers, and these are pretty. I've showed these off before. What's interesting, this whole lot probably came from one person, and they have a 2020 piece as well. So maybe what happened was they were just getting silver, and because if you remember, Scottsdale Mint was one of the few mints in 2020 in the early part when silver dropped down to just around 11 something, per ounce, that you were able to still get silver. Scottsdale Mint was still honoring that price. They had to have a premium over there on their stuff, of course. I think I have some more of them too. But, they were still selling silver close to the spot price. So I was recommending to my viewers, go get the Scottsdale stuff. A lot of people were having a hard time because they were taking a long time to ship, but eventually they did. And people that bought at that stuff was able to get a good deal. Here's a 2 ounce Scottsdale stacker. So I got 2 100s and a 2 ounce. So maybe what somebody did was they got in on those early deals there in 2020 and then sold later now that the price has gone up. I mean, if you bought it like, let's say the premium was like $2. So let's say you bought it at around $13 and then now it's what, $25, $26 an ounce. Man, you did pretty well. You about doubled your money. That's pretty good. Silver and gold are really typically not a normal investment like a stock, but doubling your money is a great day. That's a win in my opinion. What is this one? This one has a line on it too. This is $2, 2020 New Way. Beautiful looking line right there. Yeah, that's cool. 4.9's fine on this one. That's a really nice piece. So this is a 1 ounce. Some of these, I didn't look at too much. I just kind of said like, yep, I'll take this. And then like the junky stuff that was just very common, like I didn't mess with. But this is very nice. Very cool. Looks like some kind of Cook Island piece. Is that what this is? I believe this is. It's a $1 with a ship on it, so you know that I love it instantly. And this is, yes, Cook Islands. I believe I've had one of these before. A little bit better condition. Some of these, you know, have been touched, whatever. They were kept out in the open. They have some spotting to them, some light rubbing. But overall, I mean, not bad really at all. Not too shabby. Let's see what else I got here. Let's keep going. Got a Year of the Pig and a Year of the Snake. So this is a 2019 Australian, and this is a 2013 Australia. So these are actually interesting because they're 1 ounce, but look at the size difference between these and a typical. These are like typical size 1 ounce because they're a little bit thicker too. Look at the difference here. That's kind of wild, right? Kind of wild. Man, I love just finding these. And the way I found them was so cool too. Just walk in, see the man sitting there messing with them in the back, and I said, hey, what about those over there? What about those? Here's a nice poured piece. I have a couple of these actually already, the Monarch Precious Metals, the little loaf pieces. Absolutely love these. It's amazing that they're actually 1 ounce, but they're poured silver. And for a few bucks over spot, I was able to get myself another one of those. Happy with that. And last but not least, before we go ahead and check everything for authenticity and put everything on the Sigma Metalytics, I got 3 half-ounce pieces. So these, I believe I've had these before too. Battle of the Coral Sea, War in the Pacific, 1941 to 45. And the Queen's on that side again, 2015, 50 cents, half an ounce. So, you know, a lot of times the half ounce, the quarter ounce, the grams, the 10th ounce silver, all that stuff, man, it has such a nasty premium on them. Nasty. But when I can find half ounces or, you know, smaller sizes, the fractional stuff, for the same price that I get everything else, I eat it up, man. I go for it. And I warn you, be careful with the fractional stuff when it's expensive, when they put the serious premiums on there. But if they don't have the premiums on fractional, eat it up. Eat it up. A beautiful, beautiful silver to collect is fractional at a good price. But like, man, you got to be careful because sometimes you get like an ounce of silver and fractional when you add up the whole, you know, weight of the amounts you get, and you're talking like $70 for 1 ounce is what they'll end up charging. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why I took my gloves off. I need it back on. At least one of them. Let's get the right glove on. All right. So some of this is 4.9, some of this is 3.9. So I wish I would have sorted that before, but I didn't. Let's just jam through these real quick. The 3.9s, I'm pretty sure the Scottsdale stackers are 3.9s, yes. Now these are going to be harder to measure because they have that groove right there, and then they have a, you know, like a kind of like a outward spot here and then an inward spot there. So indentation and an outdentation. I'm going to try on this part of the lion here. Let's see if that works. See, okay, so if I manipulate it just right, you can get it inside of the brackets. But you can see what will happen. If I flip this over to the little NQ spot right here, you know how you can see how it kind of goes in. It's not going to show up right. So I'm going to show you what it's going to do. It's going to seem like it's, okay, well, makes me out to be a liar. But I bet depending on how we move it, yeah, see, depending on how we move it and where we move it, it's going to show it weird because of those indentations. So you just have to get it just right. Apparently that spot that I thought I wasn't going to work on, it worked just fine. Again, there's another example. But it is good. It's just sometimes with the Sigma, if there's like spots like this, like they go inwards or outwards and it can't get a good connection on it, it does that. So it's good though. Long-winded speech, it's good. That one's good. I love these stackers, man. Those are some of my favorite pieces right there. And I have some too that I bought during that low when silver was around. I think I got it at like 12 something. You can go back and check those videos to see where I bought it. But happy to get that at such a low price from the Scottsdale Mint. People were freaking out, man. There's all kinds of rumors going on. Oh, Scottsdale's going out of business. They're gonna, you know, same thing the Republic Metals Corporation did, where they made everybody, you know, pretty much lose their money. They're doing the same thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, rumor. And I'm like, dude, just chill out, man. The Scottsdale Mint, it's totally different. It's a big mint. That's good. I was wondering how that was going to test since it was so thin, but tested fine on the Sigma. Sigma has it. Boom, good again. Actually, you know what? These are 4.9s fine. So actually, I should have went to that setting, but you know, 999 fine worked. Let's actually go to 4.9s for these and just see if something different happens. Okay, silver 4.9's fine. Let's try that. It reads it still just fine, but it's not technically reading it the right way if I'm on the wrong setting. So there's 4.9s. Now I'm doing it the right way. And again, we'll do that. I don't think I messed up on any other ones. No, those were all 3. Let's stick with the 4.9s for a second since I'm there. New eye or new way should be 4.9s. It is, with the lion on it. Boom, right there in the middle. I don't have any suspicion really with these, to be honest with you, like on just a visual, and I didn't have any suspicion at the place. But regardless, I want to test everything because maybe I do one of my auctions or whatever, and you know, I don't want to sell you guys stuff that's not real. I don't want to pass stuff on to my loved ones that's not real. After I croak here, and who knows, maybe a couple of days the way the year's been going. So rest is 3.9s. So I want to make sure everything's legit though, you know. I want to make sure. So let's go back to 3.9s. Boom. Boom. I love how fast this thing works now. Boom. Everything's fine. It's a bunch of booms. And then the loaf bar, that should be 999 as well. And yes, it is right there. And we'll put it that way. Again, these poured pieces, these can be tough. On this side right here, it's not showing good. Let's actually flip it over. Boom. Yeah, it's fine. And like, don't freak out. If you got some odd shaped piece and you put it on there and all of a sudden, like you just, you know, do that thing, that Home Alone, where you smack the side of your cheeks and you just scream, ah! Just chill out for a second. Give it an opportunity. You know, move it around a little bit and see if you find that sweet spot. You might need the wands, the little wand attachments on these certain pieces. I didn't need that today. Everything seemed fine. This is poured, so I'm just going to touch it with my fingers because I love touching poured with my fingers. No big deal. Yeah, it's a nice piece. So what do y'all think? I think I did pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the overall outcome. Happiest by far with the Scottsdale stackers, I think. They're just so cool. You know, there's, I don't know, just stacking silver, even though, I mean, that's, you know, you can do it with any piece right here. Any of this stuff will stack up technically. But the fact that they made these for the purpose of just putting them together, I just love it. I love it. It's so nice. And they look so good like that too, you know? Woo! Okay, anyways. And this is cool. If you guys know something about this, you know, just help me out. Help me figure this out. It's a newer piece, 2020. I feel like I've seen it before. I feel like I have. But I don't know much about it, that's for sure. And, yeah, man, the intaglio mint piece was kind of fun too. My first intaglio mint piece in the set, or the collection, I should say, not the set. Anyways, I could look at these all day, and I probably will look at it a little bit longer because I like my silver. I like it a lot. But I got to go for now. $6.55 for all this stuff. A little bit less than 23 ounces, if I do my math correctly. In fact, let me do that real quick before I let you go. So, because this right here, it comes to, well, the 100 grams. You're talking almost 6.5. Almost 6.5 ounces, because you're talking, I think it comes to be about 3.215 or so. So almost 6.5, not 7 like the shopkeeper was saying, about 6.5. So we'll just say 6.5, and then we'll put this ½ ounce with it just to you know, make it officially 7 now. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, yes, technically, because of the 100 grams, a little bit under 23 ounces of silver. Added to the stack. Final answer. We did it for $6.55. I mean, you know, premium stuff. I had to pay a little extra, a little bit more than I normally do, but I love this stuff. This is cool. This is This is the stuff I love collecting because it goes so many different ways. You know, if you want to stay along the lines of, you know, like just a collector, you got it right here. If you still want to sell it because it's bullion, you know, do it. Especially when you pay good prices for it, rather than those extreme prices on some of this stuff, man. Because you buy it new, especially like that Scottsdale stuff, you can get hit, man. You can really get hit. Anyways, I've rambled on and on about this stuff enough. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. If you think it's some, you know, some cool stuff in here, man, leave me a comment. I'm cool with that. If you want to tell me what that one piece was all about that I was a little bit, you know, unsure about, you know, leave me a comment. If you just want to tell me how your day is, the stuff you've been finding, leave me a comment. I'm all good with that. If you want to say, hey, I've been doing your challenges, Spegtacular, leave me a comment. I read the comments. I check them out. You know what I mean? So thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Share the videos with others just for fun. Show them what silver collecting can be all about, the cool, beautiful stuff. Most people that aren't into it's going to see this stuff and be like, wow, who cares? You know, shiny stuff. Wow, blue, 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 blue. But we get it, right? I got to go. Spegtacular is out.